Hey everybody, it's All About Vehicles here, and today I'll be talking to you and explaining to you also why, this big problem and conundrum I have with all vehicles, new and old, primarily all new. Um, and this is coming up, right? Well, right now. Now, you might be asking yourself, what are my two problems with every vehicle? It comes down to two things. Too many trims. That's one. And two, too many options, features, you know, navigation. They're related within each other because based on the trim is how much features, options you can add. Now, the Ford F-150 has 7 trims. He has 7. We got the XL, the XLT, the STX, the Lariat, the King Ranch, the Platinum, the Limited, and the Raptor. That's a mouthful. There's so many trims. And within those trims, like the XLT, for example, you have the 300A, the 301A, and the 302A. Packages based on how much options you can get in each one. I'm like, that's too many. I personally have the belief that you should pretty much only have, your base model, your upgraded base model, your cheap leather version, and then based on in that same leather version, actually, every vehicle should have 3 trims: the base model and packages to upgrade the base model, the Lariat to let's say on the F-150. Lariat has all the features you can have, like massaging seats, like the Platinum and the Limited has. And then for the last one, pretty much just make one special edition. So you only have 3 trims. Why do people have, you can get this in front-wheel drive, but you can also get the same trim in all-wheel drive, and then you can do this and like that, and I'm like, I don't want it anymore. It's a huge conundrum to me. I don't like a lot of trims. And then now you have features, and you've got blind spot detection, perpendicular parking. You can park your F-150 or your Ram 1500 just by using the brake and the gas, and the computer turns the wheel and tells you to move forward and switch gears and do this and do that. Pretty much it does 95% of the job. But pretty much, come on, people. Now that you've got 360-degree cameras, so you don't even need to turn your head to look behind you to park. That I hate. I see it all the time here in Toronto. You're in downtown Toronto. Thank God my grandma has not really a really new car with all those features. She likes base models. I kind of like that because it brings me back, kind of to when things were simple. But nonetheless, here in Toronto, Ontario, you get on those busy streets and you see people literally pulling up, hitting the button, put in reverse, hands are like this, they're backing up. And my grandmother's like, they're not turning the wheel. I said, yeah, because the computer's doing it. So, what do you mean cars can park themselves? I said, yeah, they park themselves. Just, oh no, everybody's going to have dings on their cars now because these computers aren't good. Personally, I think you should do this. There's something called side view mirrors, people. They're on the driver's side and the passenger side. And if set correctly, yes, set correctly, if you lean back, lean way back in your seat, not only you should see the door handles of your vehicle, but it's also be slightly down so you can see it. And when you lean forward, your mirror should be out far enough so it covers not only your blind spot, but the next lane on either side. Therefore, you don't need to push a button and watch your vehicle park itself and follow the instructions. Are you nuts? You're just plain lazy. Like, okay, what about this? Blind spot detection. That I understand. But lane keep assist? Seriously? Driving takes attention, people. Pay attention. If you're relying on blind spots, some vehicles have really, really bad blind spots. But seriously, if you're just using it because you're too darn lazy to do this, let me check my blind spot. Let me do a shoulder check. Yes, people, there's something called shoulder checks. So you have your hands on the wheel, 9 and 3. And your shoulder check means your shoulders do not come off the back of the chair. You just do this and this. That's your shoulder check. You don't do this because you have the tendency to do this. Or if you do this, you have the tendency to turn right. Don't do that. Don't do that. But seriously, yes, safety features are great. The only one I do 100% approve of is the automatic braking. If for whatever reason you're distracted, okay, and you can't brake in time and the vehicle brakes for you. I understand that feature. There's still a part of me that's on the fence that says, seriously, you should be paying attention. Your vehicle should not have to stop itself. You're the driver. You're in control. The vehicle will only do what you input. The vehicle outputs what you input. If you floor it, the engine will rev really high and go flying down the street. Not literally flying. I mean fast. Okay? So, quite frankly, just go out and buy yourself a base model vehicle with no options in it. Then you don't have to have the headache of picking this option, this trim, and then pick all these options. And oh my god, the car costs $72,000. What? Quite frankly, people, it's way too complicated these days. And I like the old days when it was just simple. I'm all about vehicles. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night. And remember, everything and anything about vehicles and more. See you guys in the next live stream, which is tomorrow, which is Thursday at 6:30. No live streams this weekend. I am not in the country. I'm in New Jersey. So definitely, I'll take my laptop with me, and I will. I'll have videos, of course, in advance. So talk to you guys later. Have a good night.